युहन्तः करिष्यावाचं मां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञा भक्तिविनीतयः दीप्तिश्चाविवृताः सत्यं तं गुरुं प्रणमाम्यहम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Let us start from verse 15. Start. यः कश्चित् सौख्यहेतोः त्रिजगति यतते नैव दुःखस्य हेतोः देहे हन्ता तदुत्था स्वविषयममता चेति दुःखास्पदे द्वे जानन् रोगाभिघाताद्यनुभवति यतो नित्यदेहात्मबुद्धिः भार्याः पुत्रार्थनाशे विपदमथ परामेति नारातिनाशे तिष्ठन् गेहे गृहेशोऽप्यतिथिरिव निजं धाम गन्तुं चिकीर्षुः देहस्थं दुःखसौख्यम् न भजति सहसा निर्ममत्वाभिमानः आयात्रायास्यतीदं जलदपटलवत् यात्र्यास्यत्यवश्यम् देहाद्यं सर्वमेव प्रविजितविषयो यच्च तिष्ठत्ययत्नः निर्मोकतस्वाद् बहिरहिव यः प्रव्रजन् स्वीयते छायाहं मार्गद्रुमोत्थां पथिकैव मनाक् संश्रये देहसंस्थाम् क्षुत्पर्याप्तं तरुभ्यः पतितफलमयं प्रार्थयेद्भैक्षमन्नं स्वात्मा रामं प्रवेष्टुं स खलु सुखमयं प्रव्रजेद्देहतोऽपि कामो बुद्धा बुदेति प्रथममिह मनस्युद्दिशत्यर्थजातम् तद्गृह्णातीन्द्रियास्यैः तदनधिगमतः क्रोधाविर्भवेच्च प्राप्तावर्थस्य संरक्षणमतिरुदितो लोभयेतत्त्रयं स्यात् सर्वेषां पातहेतुः तदिह मतिमता त्याज्यमध्यात्मयोगात् दानं ब्रह्मार्पणं यत् क्रियत इह नृभिः स्यात्क्षमा क्रोधसंज्ञा श्रद्धास्तिक्यं च सत्यम् सदिति परमतः सेतुसंज्ञं चतुष्कम् तत्स्याद्बन्धाय जन्तोः इति चतुरैमान् दानपूर्वैश्चतुर्भिः तीर्त्वा श्रेयोऽमृतं च श्रयत इह नरः स्वर्गतिं ज्योतिराप्तिम् अन्नं देवातिथिभ्योऽर्पितममृतमिदं चान्यथा मोघमन्नम् यश्चात्मार्थं विधत्ते तदिह निगदितं मृत्युरूपं हि तस्य लोकेऽसौ केवलाघो भवति तनुभृतां केवलादीचयः स्यात् त्यक्त्वा प्राणाग्निहोत्रम् विधिवदनुदिनं योऽश्नुते सोऽपि मर्त्यः. So the previous verse, which we completed 20th, spoke of the importance of Annadana. In fact, the verse which is following that 21 also speaks of the greatness of it from a slightly different viewpoint. So we'll chant the verse, then we will discuss. लोके भोजस्य एवार्पयति
लोके भोजस्य एवार्पयति लोके भोजस्य एवार्पयति
गृहगतायार्थिनेन्नं कृशाय गृहगतायार्थिनेन्नं कृशाय गृहगतायार्थिनेन्नं कृशाय यस्तस्मै पूर्णमन्नम्
यस्तस्मै पूर्णमन्नम् यस्तस्मै पूर्णमन्नम्
भवति मखविधौ
भवति मखविधौ भवति मखविधौ
जायते जातशत्रुः
जायते जातशत्रुः जायते जातशत्रुः
सख्येनान्नार्थिनेयोर्पयति
सख्येनान्नार्थिनेयोर्पयति सख्येनान्नार्थिनेयोर्पयति
न स सखा सेवमानाय नित्यम्
न स सखा सेवमानाय नित्यम् न स सखा सेवमानाय नित्यम्
संसक्तायान्नमस्मात्
संसक्तायान्नमस्मात् संसक्तायान्नमस्मात्
विमुखैव परावृत्तिमिच्छेत् कदर्यात् विमुखैव परावृत्तिमिच्छेत् कदर्यात् विमुखैव परावृत्तिमिच्छेत् कदर्यात् लोके भोजस्य एव. So this is what is the opening statement. And this is a very categorical statement which is made with reference to who can be considered to be a person who is eating. Bhojaha. Bhojaha, all of us would have heard the name. So there was a great king called Bhoja. And he was supposed to be very knowledgeable, and he was also a great philanthropist. So he was doing various good things. So he is Bhoja. Now here the word Bhoja is used to refer to the one who consumes. Okay, Bhojaha. In fact, it derives from the verb bhuj. Bhuja palana abhyavaharayoh is a dhatu. Bhuja palana abhyavaharayoh. Abhyavaharaha means consuming, eating, and so on. Okay, abhyavaharaha. Palanam is protection. So in fact, there is a sutra which has been devoted by Panini to tell when this dhatu bhuja should be used in Atmanepada and when in Parasmepada. It has been read in the Parasmepada thing, but then it has to take the form of Atmanepada. Bhungte, bhunjate, bhunjate. So this is how it will take the form. And it has to be used bhujo anavane. There is a sutra. Okay. Anavane means, avanam means rakshanam, palanam. Okay. Anavane when this verb is to be used in the sense of non-protection, then it will be used in Atmanepada. And bhungte, bhunjate, bhunjate means he consumes. On the other hand, brahmanan bhunakti, when you say, it means he protects. Bhunakti, when you use in Parasmaipada, it is palana. When it is used in Atmanepada, it is bhoj. So it is eating. Okay, bhungte, bhunjate. Now the form bhojaha is same for both. So whether you protect or you eat, so that entity, if he is referred to, is bhojaha. Okay, so this is how it becomes. In this context, so here can be taken either in the sense of protector or in the sense of one who consumes. If we take in the sense of consumes, it is far more powerful. Then we will see why. See, the statement is a very short statement. Loke bhojasayeva. Only that fellow can be considered as bhoja in this world. Loke. Okay. Who is to be considered? So he says, Arpayati grihagatayarthinenam krishaya. Yaha. See, that is in the second quarter. Yaha grihagataya arthine krishaya arpayati annam. The one who feeds. Grihagataha. In fact, it is one of the synonyms of atithi. So atithi is essentially grihagataha. Okay, grihagataya arthine, one who seeks for. Okay, krishaya means he is very weak, particularly. Okay, grihagataya arthine krishaya arpayati sayeva loke bhojaha. So this is how you have to understand. So a very, very strong statement. Only he can be considered to be eating fellow. Okay. One who offers. So this is what he states in the first quarter. Loke bhojassayevarpayati. Bhoke bhojassayevarpayati. Grihagatayarthinenam krishaya yaha. In fact, there are suffixes, so it was little complicated, so I may not dwell upon that. So this bhuj will become bhogaha if you use ghai pratyaya. So there is some other suffix you have to use to get bhojaha. Okay. So this much we understand now. Loke bhojassayevarpayati grihagatayarthinenam krishaya yaha. Then further he says, Tasmai purnamannam bhavati makhavidhau. So this person who cares for people, okay, who approaches them, okay, who cares for people, who approaches them, tasmai, for him, purnamannam bhavati makhavidhau. Makhavidhau means yajnavidhau. Okay. So in various kinds of yagas that he performs. So yaga does not necessarily mean the kind of ritual which is performed elaborately. All other things. So as we saw the other day, so Deva Yajna, Pitri Yajna, Bhuta Yajna, Manushya Yajna, Brahma Yajna, all are considered as yajnas. So even if you want to feed, you should be blessed with abundance. So he says in all the makhas that he wants to perform, whether it is Deva Yajna, so whether it is Pitri Yajna, whether it is Manushya Yajna, he is blessed with abundance. Okay. Purnam bhavati, annam purnam bhavati. See, for him, so annam purnam bhavati. Tasmai purnamannam bhavati makhavidhau. So then he further goes and then says, Jayate jata shatruhu. Ajata shatruhu jayate. means, so this person becomes Ajata Shatru. So Ajata Shatru means for whom there is no enemy. Okay, enemy is about to be born. It means nobody is there. So Ajataha Shatruhu Yasya Jayate Jata Shatruhu Sakhe Namnarthine Otpayati Nasa Sakha Sevamanaya Nityam Samsakta Yannamasmat Vimukhaiva Paravritti Michet Kadaryat Sakhe na annarthineyorpayati nasa sakha sevamanaya nityam nityam sevamanaya nityam samsaktaya. So samsaktaya means, samsaktaha means one who is deeply attached. Okay, so deeply wedded to is samsaktaha. Okay. So sevamanaha means one who serves. Okay, there are two things. So samsaktaha sevamanaha. Assume that so you are running some company. Okay. You may be employing a few people. So anybody who is employed by you can be considered as sevamanaha. Okay, he serves you in whatever capacity. Now, the samsaktaha is to be understood slightly differently. So, a sevamana need not necessarily be samsakta. Okay, I'll tell you why. This is something. See, samsakta means, so suppose you employ somebody. He is a very skilled person, talented person. So, if you do not treat him properly, he will just resign and then go elsewhere. Okay. But there may be few people who cannot do that. Okay, that is what happens with most of the labor class nowadays. So you can say so that, okay, if not this job, I will get some other job. Okay. But the samsakta means he is totally wedded to this fellow. If you do not, then I cannot go elsewhere. Okay, so he is deeply attached. Deeply attached. Not necessarily because you treat him well, but deeply attached because he cannot leave you. This is the kind of thing that one should understand from samsakta. Okay. So anyway, if he is really samsakta, he is so dear to your heart, you will anyway feed him. Okay. So you will go and offer to him. But these samsakta fellows you may ignore, which is what many people do. It should not be done. Okay. He is after all dependent on me, I can treat him the way. So that is not the attitude which one can ever maintain. See, so here that's what he is saying. Sevamanaya. So sevamanaya, see, after all, if somebody serves you, it is your duty to share the profit with him. Okay, which anybody does. So if not, in one form. So this annam is something so which is to be considered as something which is essential for living. Okay. So this nowadays, I mean, if not in the form of annam, you give in some other form, but something which enables you to survive. Okay. Loke, now he is saying sevamanaya nityam sevamanaya nityam samsaktaya arthine. Okay. So there are all different classes of people. So all of them are to be taken care of. Okay. So sevamanaya samsaktaya arthine. Arthine sakhye. So this is something which is a very interesting usage. Sakhye arthine. So if it is taken as an adjective, as a qualifier to arthine, so then it gives you some special meaning. See, sakha means someone who is a friend. Okay. So sakhye. Arthi is someone who seeks something from you. Arthi. Arthayate. Iti arthi. Okay. So So it can be Sukharthi, Dhanarthi, Dhanyarthi, whatever Arthi, Vidyarthi. Okay. Arthine means one who seeks. So Arthine Sakhiye, if you take it that way, in fact the Arthi means a Yachaka. Okay. So a synonym for that is Yachaka. So he seeks something from you. So Yachakaya Sakhiye means, in fact, Sakha means Mitram. So Kim Mitram. So in Prashnottara Ratnamalika, there is an interesting question. Kim Mitram is the question. The answer that Shankara gives there is Yan Nivarayati Papat Yaha Papat Nivarayati Tan Mitram. So this is what he says. Okay? Papat Nivarayati. Okay? In fact, there is an interesting verse, no? Papan Nivarayati Yojayate Hitaya Guhyam Niguhati Gunan Prakati Karoti. Guhyam Niguhati Gunan Prakati Apadgadancha Najahati Dadati Kale Sanmitra Lakshanamidam Pravadanti Santaha. This is how he says. Okay. So Papan Nivarayati Yojayate Hitaya. So these people who come and ask for some favor, okay, so particularly the beggars, they are to be treated as sakhas. Why Papan Nivarayati? See, so he helps you to get rid of Papa by giving some dano. Okay, Papan Nivarayati. So Sakha, the definition is Papan Nivarayati Kim Mitram Yan Nivarayati Papat. In fact, there is a very interesting verse which describes how we should consider the bhikshus. Bhikshu is someone who comes and asks for alms. Bhikshu. Okay, sannyasis are also called bhikshus. Dvaram Dvaramatan Bhikshuhu.
Dvaram Dvaramatan Bhikshuhu.
Bhikshu.
Dvaram
Dvaramatan
Bhikshuhu.
Shikshatyevam Nayachate. Shikshatyevam Nayachate. Shikshatyevam Nayachate. Adatva Madrisho Mabhuhu.
Adatva Madrisho
Mabhuhu. Adatva Madrisho Mabhuhu. Dattva Tvam Twadrisho Bhava. Dattva Tvam Twadrisho Bhava. Dattva Tvam Twadrisho Bhava. It's a very wonderful verse. I don't know who composed, some Subhashita, I guess. Dvaram Dvaram Atan Bhikshuhu. So Bhikshuhu, moving from door to door, what does he do? Shikshatyevam Nayachate. He basically teaches you a lesson, reminds you of something which is very important. Nayachate. In fact, he does not beg. Okay, so this is how you have to view that. So this is a very profound view which has been presented in this verse. Shikshatyevam Nayachate. What does he teach you? Adatva Madrisho Mabhuhu. Okay. By not giving, may you not become one like me. Adatva Madrisho Mabhuhu. Dattva Tvam Twadrisho Bhava. See, having given something, may you be like what you are. Which means, may your hand be upper hand and may it not become a lower hand. This is a very, very powerful message that this verse gives. See, Dvaram Dvaram Atan Bhikshuhu. Shikshatyevam Nayachate. Adatva Madrisho Mabhuhu. Dattvatvam Twadrisho Bhava. So this is what? That is why we should understand this phrase. Arthine Sakhye. See, Sakhye, non Sakhye, Arthine, Yo na Arpayati. This is how you have to understand. So he lists a few people. Sevamanaya, Samsaktaya, Sakhye, Arthine, Yaha na Arpayati. The one who does not give. Yo narpayati na sasakha. He says he is someone who will not be friendly to others. Okay? Na sasakha. Saha sakha na bhavati. Okay? Yasya kasyapi sakha na bhavati. Na sasakha. Then he says, Asmat vimukha iva paravritti michet kadaryat. Kadaryat is a very interesting usage. See, the word kadarya has to be first understood well. So, because it is employed as a simile here. Okay? So, kadaryat paravritti michet. So, who is this kadarya? There is an interesting verse which defines, so who is kadarya? So, let me share that verse with you. Then we will come to the rest of the explanation. Atmanam dharma krityancha.
Atmanam dharma krityancha. Atmanam dharma krityancha.
Putra dharamscha pidayet.
Putra dharamscha pidayet. Putra dharamscha pidayet.
Devatatithi bhrityamscha.
Devatatithi bhrityamscha. Devatatithi
Devatatithi bhrityamscha. Sakadarya iti smritaha.
Sakadarya iti smritaha.
Sakadarya iti smritaha. Sakadaryaha iti smritaha. So, Atmanam dharma krityancha putradharamscha pidayet. In fact, this word kadarya has a very interesting derivation. I will come to that in a minute. But let us first understand this. What is said in this verse. Atmanam pidayet. Dharma krityam pidayet. Putradharan pidayet. Devata tithi bhrityamscha pidayet. Okay? So pidayet means the one who will pain. Okay? So this pain is by showing lobha, not sharing. So that is what is meant here. Atmanam pidayet, so he may not be willing to spend for himself. By doing so, lobha, by trying to accrue more and more and more, pidayet. So nothing can be gained beyond certain unless you are after it. Okay? So whether it is dhana, whether it is position. So atmanam pidayet. Various ways. Then dharma krityam pidayet. So any good activity, unless he is willing to spend, it is impossible. Okay? Dharma krityam pidayet. He will finish that. Okay? That lobhitvam will finish. Then putra dharamscha pidayet. So once you are real lobhi, then you may not be even willing to spend for your family. I have seen such cases also. Okay? So that lobhitvam beyond a certain limit. Okay? So it happened in our own families. Anyway, putra dharamscha pidayet. Okay? Devatatithi bhrityamscha. So where is the question of offering for some good causes, etc. Devata, Atithi, Bhrityamscha. So Bhrityan, so those who are dependent, as we saw, Sevamana, Samsakta and so on, that category. Devata, Atithi, Bhrityamscha, Sakadarya iti smritaha. So such a person is described by the term Kadarya. Now let us come to the word once again, Kadarya. So how is it derived? So I was trying to find out something. So there is an interesting sutra which has been presented by Panini. Okay. Perhaps to explain this Kadarya which is used in the society. Okay. Of course there are a few other things, okay, similar to this. So Aryaswami Vaishyayo. This is the sutra. Okay. The word Arya Swami Vaishyayo. Swami means Prabhu. Okay. The one who enjoys a certain position, some power, okay, by wealth, whatever it is, he is called Swami. Okay. So this word Arya is to be employed to refer to Swami and Vaishya. So this is what Panini teaches us. Okay. So having observed where it is used, he tells us Arya Swami Vaishyayo. Okay. So Aryaha Ayati, if you say, a lord comes. Okay. The lord does not okay, the lords. So of those days, these Britishers used to call some fellows as lords. Lord Macaulay and so on. So this lord, okay. So one who enjoys certain power, certain position. So Swami, he is to be referred as Arya. And Vaishyas are basically traders. And by virtue of that process, so they have a lot of wealth. So they are also referred to as Arya. Arya Swami Vaishyayo. Now we have Ka, Katu. The Katu is the prefix to this Arya. So normally we use the word Ku to refer to Kuraja, Kutsita, Kutsitarthe, the one who does not conduct himself well. Okay, that fellow is referred to by prefixing this ku to that noun. Now what happens is this it is not ku Arya but it is Kadarya. So there is one more sutra which has been presented by Panini. Okay, Koh Kuttat Purushe Achi. Okay, Koho Kat. Okay, so that ku is replaced by kat when it is a Tatpurusha Samasa, and of course the one to which it is tagged to should be Achi. So here Arya begins with a vowel. Okay, the next word should be beginning with a vowel and it has to be a Tatpurusha compound. Okay, so Kadannam, Kadaryaha, Kadushtram. Okay, so Kadushtram, see, means bad camel, some sort. Kadannam, okay, not so good food. Okay, Kadannam. Now this fellow Kadaryaha means though he is a Swami, he is a useless Swami. Okay. Okay, Prabhu. That Prabhu, because he is not willing to share what he possesses with others. Okay, caught by the greed. Okay. Magradha kasya svidhanam. So that is why that Upanishad also says that. Anyway, so here let us come back to the verse. Kadaryaha Kadaryat Paravritti Michet Vimukhaiva. So Kadaryat, if this fellow is known for sharing with others, everybody will be willing to approach him. Okay? So you can make so many people happy. And thereby you will become extremely happy person, right? So here he says, Kadaryat, but if you do not give, avan sidumunji, avante yara povala. Okay, this is how in Tamil they will say. Okay. So this Kadaryaha, Kadaryat Vimukhaiva. Vimukhaha means even Yachakas will not go. So he is so bad that they are insulted. Therefore, they will refrain from going to that fellow. So arthine, see arthinopi is to be understood. Okay. Kadaryat vimukhaiva arthi yachakopi kadaryat vimukhaiva paravritti michet. Okay. Vimukha means one who does not even show face. They will return back. Okay. So you can take annam paravritti michet or yachakopi paravritti michet vimukhaiva. So either way one can take. So that is how the verse presents. Okay. So this glory of sharing annam. Okay. So let us read this. Loke bhojassayevarpayati grihagatāyārthinennam krishāya yastasmai purnamannam bhavati makhavidhau jayate jatashatruhu sakyenannarthineyorpayati Nasa sakha sevamanaya nityam samsakta yannamasmad vimukhaiva paravritti michet kadaryat. In fact, so the other day I was sharing with you some part of the Anna Suktam. It's somewhat strange for Bhagavad-pada to bring in the Mahatmya of Annadanam in a work like Shatashloki. Okay. So this is something which we need to understand. Shatashloki is primarily meant for Atma Jnana. So that is how he starts with Atmanatma. Okay. Atmanatma Pratitihi, as in the third verse. So he has presented the entire abstract of Vedanta. Okay. So in that verse, so what is to be learnt and so on, how it has to be learnt. And then as he moves on further, so he felt at some point, so how to actually do this Adhyatma Yoga. So he moved on to just this jumped to Dhanam and so on. So how you will be able to refine yourself for you to have Vimala Matihi. Okay. So what is required for understanding and appreciating what is presented in Vedanta is Nirmala Chitta. Okay. So that is what has been repeatedly said by various people. Forget about Vedanta, even for you to learn this Python programming or any other thing for that matter. So this Chitta should be Nirmala at least for certain while. Okay. Otherwise it is impossible. Okay. So this Nirmalatvam, Nischalatvam, etc. are extremely important. And when you get deeper and deeper into certain things, it is far more essential for the mind to get refined. Then only it will be able to understand, appreciate and digest what is being stated. So in that context, what are the things that actually will help you to save yourself from being really caught, even as you are dealing this Grihastha life? So in that he presented certain tips to us. Okay. So akrodhena krodham, so dhanena adhanam and so on. These are means which he presented to us. And as he started talking about this dhanam, so he got reminded of this Annadhanam. Okay. And he has spent 2 full verses on Sraddhara to speak the glory of Annadhanam. In fact, this has been nicely stated in Taittiriya Upanishad also. So some of you who might have read what is called this Narayana Valli. Okay, in the fourth. Normally for 3 the bhashyas are available, and the fourth is called Narayana Valli. So towards the end of it, you find a very interesting thing. Yabhiradityastapati rashmibhistabhih parjanyo varshati parjanye naushadhi vanaspatayah prajayante oshadhi vanaspatibhirannam bhavatyannena pranah pranirbalam balena tapastapasa shraddha shraddhaya medha medhaya manisha Manishaya mano manasa shanti shantya chittam chittena smriti smritya smarena vijnanam vijnanena atmanam vedayati tasmadannandadant sarvanyetani dadati. It's a fantastic passage. So I will not explain all that is there in what I quoted now. But I just wanted to say a few things. So it starts with Yabhiradityastapati rashmibhihi tabhih parjanyo varshati. Yabhihi adityaha rashmibhihi tapati tabhihi parjanyo varshati. Okay. So the scorching rays absorbs water and then it provides you. Okay, so those rays themselves fetch you. Okay, so this varshati yabhiradityastapati rashmibhistabhih parjanyo varshati. Then he says parjanye naushadhi vanaspatayah prajayante. Parjanyena oshadhi vanaspatayah prajayante. Okay, so oshadhis, vanaspatis, etc. So they come out only when there is vrishti. Okay? Parjanye naushadhi vanaspatayah prajayante. So oshadhi and vanaspati, what does it mean? Oshadhi vanaspati bhirannam bhavati. In fact, this is what is the next statement in the Upanishad. Okay? Parjanyena oshadhi vanaspatayaha prajayanti. They come in full blossom only when the rain showers. What comes in oshadhi vanaspati? There are 2 classes of things. So of course vriksha etc. are also there. But what we primarily consume is not what comes out of vriksha. Normally we consume. So we eat barley, this, that, etc. Okay. So rice, whatever. So they are all things which immediately get lost once they yield the fruit. Okay. See, once they yield the fruit, their life is over. Okay. So this kind of thing has been classified. Okay. So then, see, there are interesting verses when I try to trace Oshadhihi. In fact, if you try to understand even this word, normally we use this for medicine. Okay, medicinal herbs. So Oshadhihi. Okay. So there are technical definitions here. So you will find them in Nighantus. You also find some interesting thing in Manusmriti. So I'll just share certain things with you. So Oshadhihi, Oshaha dhiyate yatra iti Oshadhihi. Okay, so this is how the word is derived. Okay, Oshaha means dahaha, a certain burning sensation. It need not necessarily be created by fire. It can be created by various things. Coronavirus also. Okay, if you cannot breathe, so you really burn within. So anyway, so this is a metaphorical usage. So dhiyate means something which is contained. Okay. So these are all things, precious things which is provided by nature, which helps you to cool down yourself from the burning that you experience through various diseases. This is how the word Oshadhi comes. Okay. So here Oshadhi Vanaspatayaha Prajayante. In fact, if you look at, so there are a variety of living beings here. Some things are called Jarayuja, some things are called Andaja, some things are described as Udbhija. Okay. So this Udbhija is the general terminology that is used for plants, trees and so on. Okay, creepers and so on. Okay, Udbhit means something which splits apart. So the seed, once you sow, you can see, yesterday you saw that, right? So that bitter gourd. So the seed splits and then comes something out. It is called Udbhija. Okay, Udbhija. So in Manusmriti we have an interesting verse. So let me just read it out. You repeat, then we will look at the meaning. Udbhija sthavaras sarve.
Udbhija
Sthavaras sarve.
Udbhija sthavaras sarve.
Bijakanda prarohinaha. Bijakanda prarohinaha. Bijakanda prarohinaha. Oshadhyaf phalapakantaha. Oshadhyaf phalapakantaha. Oshadhyaf phalapakantaha. Bahupushpaphalopamaha. Bahupushpaphalopamaha.
Bahupushpaphalopamaha.
Apushpah phalavanto ye. Apushpah phalavanto ye. Apushpah phalavanto
ye.
te vanaspatayas smritaha.
Te
Patayas smritaha. Te vanaspatayas smritaha. Pushpinah phalinaschaiva.
Pushpinah phalinaschaiva. Pushpinah phalinaschaiva.
Vrikshastu bhayatas smritaha. Vrikshastu bhayatas smritaha. Vrikshastu bhayatas smritaha. See, what he essentially says here is, Oshadhis are those which end their life on yielding the fruit. Okay, and they will have pushpas. Okay, before the pushpa turns into phala. Vanaspatis are those where you may not find pushpa, but it directly gives you phala. Okay, apushpa phalavanto ye te vanaspatayas smritaha. Ati idella kuda appadhaan. It directly comes from. Okay. Now is the season where you see all of them coming out. So there will be no flower, it will be there. So vrikshaha, there are two types. So some of them, so initially they yield fruits and then so this is how it basically is described. Oshadhi vanaspatayaha. In fact, what was more striking to me as I just looked into this Manusmriti was the next verse. A couple of verses later. So after classifying various things, so he makes this statement which was quite remarkable. See, he says, so this is to be pondered over. See, many of the viewers are all thinkers, so you better. So tamasa bahurupena. Veshtitah karma hetuna antasamnya bhavantyete sukha dukkha samanvitaha. Yete means after classifying all these plants and so on, so he tells this. All these are also possessing sensation. See, sukha dukkha samanvitaha means they also have a sense of sukha and dukkha. You understand? This is something which is really fantastic. So we believe that, somebody recently came up with the idea that they are also having some conscious, etc., etc. So here, Sukha Dukkha is something which is a evolved consciousness. Sukha Dukkha Samanvitaha. Antas Samnya Bhavantyete. Samnya means consciousness. Okay? So an awareness, so by which you will be able to respond. Okay? Antasamya means they don't exhibit out. Exhibit out means you are not able to see. Okay? Antasamya bhavantyete means they also possess consciousness. They also have sukha dukkha, etc. And he says, Tamasa bahurupena vishtita karma hetuna. So this is an underlying philosophy which is far more deeper, okay, on which we sort of build our theoretical framework in Hinduism. So tamasa veshtitaha bahurupena, see, karma hetuna. See, karma hetuna because of some karma vipaka. So our understanding is, so this karma brings in a certain form of life to you. See, you don't know which form of life to pick up, or you don't have the authority to pick up. It is something which is given to you. Okay? So whether you have to be an amoeba, or you are a bacteria, or you have to be a donkey or monkey, or you have to be a human being, and being a human being you have to be a monkey. Okay, whatever it is, so this is something which is not given to you. So that is why he says karma hetuna. This is something which is decided by some other factor. Tamasa, some other factor essentially means your own karma. See, our shastras don't let you being an irresponsible fellow. Okay, karma hetuna. So karma hetuna, you have been given this, assigned this, where you have no choice. So here, being a human being, you will be able to exercise choice, whereas they cannot exercise choice. That is the only difference. See, that is beautifully brought out by this verse. See, tamasa bahurupena veshtitaha karma hetunaha antas samnya bhavantyete sukha dukkha samanvitaha. Okay? So why did I bring this? Because of Oshadhi Vanaspati in that sutta. Okay, let us go back there. Yaviradityastapati rashmibhistabhih parjanyo varshati parjanye naushadhi vanaspatayah prajayante prakarshena jayante. Okay, Oshadhi vanaspatayah prajayante. Then the Shruti says Oshadhi vanaspati bhirannam bhavati. Okay, so it is through this you are blessed with what you can consume. Okay, Oshadhi vanaspati bhirannam bhavati. So Oshadhi vanaspati bhi annam bhavati, but there has to be a farmer, right?
Yes, yes.
So we have neglected them. We don't care for them. So it is all the more important under this condition for all of us to care for them. Okay. Oshadhi vanaspati bhirannam bhavati annena pranaha pranair balam, and so on. It goes on. So that sequence I will not be able to explain now. The time is also short. So but the point is, finally the Shruti says tasmadannandadant sarvahanyetani dadati. So the primary requirement for human being is annam. If you offer this annam, so then you have given every other thing as well. Tasmad annandadan sarvanyetani dadati. There are a list of half a dozen things, almost a dozen things have been listed there. It's a very beautiful passage. Okay, so that is how the Shruti brings out at the end of the Upanishad. Okay, so Narayanavalli, almost one Anuvaka before. So this is how it ends. Okay, tasmadannandadan sarvahanyetani dadati. In fact, what we need to understand is, So whatever has been stated in Shruti has been beautifully brought out in Smriti. So Smriti, whether it is Bhagavad Gita or you take Manusmriti or any other Smriti for that matter, so they present what has been stated subtly there in a more elaborate manner here. Okay. So in Smriti, which is most familiar to us, this Bhagavad Gita, we have this Yajñasishtamrita santaha muchyante sarvakil vishaihi bhunjate te tvagam papaha ye pachantyatma karanat. In fact, the verse before that is Ishtan bhogan hivo devaha dasyante yajña bhavitaha tairdattana pradayibhyo yo bhunte stena eva saha. So what does this say? Ishtan bhogan hivo devaha dasyante. So you can create by your intelligence some device which will provide you comfort. But basic things, if there is no rain, if there is coronavirus, what can you do? All production has to come to stall. So there are certain things on which we have absolutely no control whatsoever. Apparently recognizing this and a much larger understanding of things, so as has been brought out in Manusmriti, that even those things which seem to be inert and stupid to you may also have consciousness. In fact, whatever has been Sukha Dukkha Samanvitaha, there is another passage in Veda, I am just reminded of now. So when the Dikshita is supposed to go and bring the Somalata, the Somalata for this yaga, the Dikshita when he chops off, he is supposed to say this. There is a passage. Yatte gravna chichudusso marajan priyanyangani swadhita parugumshi tatsandhatsva ajyeno tavardhayasva. See, this is how they responded. See, when you cut, you say to that creeper that I am taking some portion of you for the purposes of yaga. I know that this will hurt you. Okay? Priyanyangani, as my own organs are priya for me, so do your own organs will be priya for you. But I am chopping off. So it is like even this laborer, as you do not want to trouble yourself, so too you at least understand and appreciate that the laborer who is building the building for you in 45 degrees centigrade, okay, so he is suffering. At least you should have the courtesy to thank those fellows. Okay. So priyanyangani, it is not only for you, it is for everybody by virtue of something. So you are able to enjoy some comfort, but you can't afford to treat others badly. Okay. So priyanyangani, so that has been extended to creeper. So that is what I am trying to say here. Priyanyangani swadhita parogumshi tat sandhatsva. May you try to please heal yourself. Ajyena udavardhayasva. He also pours some ajya and then say, may this help you, okay, to grow more, to nourish yourself. It is the attitude. In fact, maybe we don't know. Perhaps tomorrow we may come to know. With more advances in biological sciences and neurological sciences. So that there could be some sort of a connection which they try to understand in a different way. Okay. So these are things which are beyond our comprehension today. But the basic fact is something which seems to be not possessing consciousness like us cannot be considered as brute and stupid. Okay? So this is what we have to, and we treat other human beings as brute and stupid. Forget about other beings. Just because this fellow knows something else, okay, which the other fellow does not know. So this is how it is. Okay. So I think I will just stop here. There are a few other interesting things. Maybe I will just share it on some other occasion. So So let us read this verse once more. लोके भोजस्य एवार्पयति गृहगतायार्थिनेन्नं कृशाय यस्तस्मै पूर्णमन्नं भवति मखविधौ जायते जातशत्रुः सख्येनार्थिनेयोर्पयति न स सखा सेवमानाय नित्यम् संसक्तायान्नमस्मात् विमुखैवक्ता वृत्तिमिच्छेत् कदर्यात्। ॐ सर्वेऽपि सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ